Let's get it, man. Another episode, Food Community Show. It's your host, Rich Homie Juan, the top fool. And today, man, we got real special guests, man. I don't just say that. You know, usually we got rappers, content creators. Well, you fall in that bubble, right? Content creator. But I brought my boy over here because he's really outspoken, and I feel like he could spit a lot of game for the community, you know. So no introduction, you know. Ricardo Aguilar, you know, I appreciate you coming through.
My boy, on the contrary, thank you for having me. I appreciate you guys having me on your platform and inviting me here. It's an honor to me, so thank you.
Hey, you know, I sure appreciate that. I know you just came back from Mexico, right?
I did. I was in Guadalajara for a couple of days.
Is that where your family's from?
No, we're from Michoacán. So, but Guadalajara is like a second home to us. So, Michoacán is kind of like a little bit of a battleground right now. There's a lot of shit going on.
What Tierra Caliente or where exactly in?
Tierra Caliente, Naranjo de Chila, Michoacán, which is municipio de Aguililla, which is right outside of Apatzingán. So it would be like, to make it an equivalent, it would be kind of like from here to Lancaster.
Yeah, no,
Palmdale.
I'm familiar. My family's from there, on the Guerrero side, but I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah. How was that?
It was cool. I mean, I go 3, 4, 5 times a year, so it's home to me. We got cabins in Mazamitla. My brother lives out there. My dad lives out there. 80% of my family live in Mexico, so I'm over there all the time.
Oh, yeah. Is it where you're from? Is it a city? Is it a pueblo or?
Naranjo, no, it's a pueblo. It's 300 people. Naranjo de Chila has 300 people. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And it's municipio of Aguililla. So Aguililla is the main city. Well, it's actually not even pueblo. It would be the city's a pueblo, but then there's a municipio, kind of like the outskirts.
Right.
That's where Naranjo de Chila is at. So we're kind of in the outskirts of the city.
Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah.
But everything was smooth though. There's no type of conflict going on right now.
Not in Guadalajara, there isn't. Well, where I'm from, yeah, that's why we don't really go over there. But no, but a lot of people, it's ghost towns right now, especially like Aguililla. So there's a lot of conflict. So a lot of people actually go to either Mexico City or Guadalajara. And my families are the ones that ended up in Guadalajara. So
okay.
We're in Guadalajara. Los Altos de Jalisco, Tizapán, Chapala, Ajome, all those areas right there is where my family's at.
Are you born there or are you born here?
I was born here, but 30 days after I was born, they took me back to Mexico.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, it was only for me to have papers, you know. I'm an anchor baby, like Trump called us, anchor babies.
Yeah, we go get into Trump a little bit further down the line, right?
Go further, but
sure.
You know, there was a Trump, it was an anchor baby. There was a comment made in 2016 about anchor babies. In other words, people would have the babies here just like have papers and then, you know, go back. So I'm technically an anchor baby. We went right back to Mexico when I was, so I lived in Mexico for a bit, you know, went to school there a couple of years. So I'm very familiar with, even as an adult, when I was 18 years old, I lived in Mexico as well.
Oh, no
so
shit.
I'm very familiar with the culture, with living there. Like I said, my pops lives there, my brother lives there, my nephews live there, majority of the family lives there.
You don't see yourself going back living there?
Yeah, absolutely. At some point in time, yeah, I absolutely plan on going back and retiring in Mexico.
No, it's cool. I know you're fresh out of doing that interview with American Cholo.
Simon.
You know, shout out to Grill. That's the boy.
Yeah.
How you feel like your experience was there? Because I was catching a whiff of it while I was on the way over here, and I caught you in a phone call with somebody like, you know, somebody was trying to talk shit, and you clap back. You know, you stand on it.
Yeah, my boy, I'm from East Side Bakers. You know what I mean? Like I'm from Bakersfield. I mean, I'm from the East Side. Like at the end of the day, I'm professional, and yeah, I've kicked it with senators. Yeah, I've kicked it with governors. Yeah, I kicked it with with met a couple presidents, but I'm still me. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, like I have nothing to prove to anybody. You know what I mean? My the way I carry myself and how I do business has opened doors for me. And so if somebody comes at me sideways, you're going to get the same energy.
Of course, rightfully so.
Yeah.
So question, you being where you're from and how you were brought up, has that blocked any type of opportunities?
Absolutely not.
Because you got some people in the comments who might say, well, I can't get a so-and-so opportunity because of who I am, my appearance, what I've brought up. To that you say?
80% of my body's tattooed. If I take off my shirt right now, 80% of my body's tattooed. Half of them are hood tattoos. It has nothing to do, when you set your mind to something, especially in this country, you can achieve whatever you want. Is it a little bit more difficult? I'm not going to say it's not, because that would be a lie, especially if you're not raised with a silver spoon in your mouth, because I wasn't. If you're not raised with the right connections, because I wasn't. If you were not raised in that environment, because I wasn't. Yeah, you have to go through more obstacles. Saying that it's not true would be a complete lie. But if you set your mind to it, like think about this, we're Mexican, right? I'll give you a story. My grandmother came here from Naranjo de Chila. So my mom was born in Mexico. She came here in 1975. She was 6 years old. My grandmother came pregnant. She had 5 kids already. It was my tío Manuel, my tío Fernando, my mom, my tía Marta, and my tía Maria. And my grandmother was pregnant with my tía Teresa. My grandma did not know how to read. She did not know how to write. She jumped on a bus in Apatzingán, and she didn't get off that bus for 3 days going to Tijuana because she didn't know how to read. She was scared that if she got off the bus at any given time to like use a restroom or buy any type of food, that she was not going to be able to read the bus numbers or be able to read where they were going. So she wouldn't get off the bus for 3 days. She would give people money. So whenever they got off, they would buy food and bring it back on the bus so my grandmother could feed my dad and her brothers and sisters. So if my grandma can, and then she jumped the border 6 months pregnant, if she can do that, I can become successful in America. I have the dual citizenship. I speak both languages. I understand the American culture. If they could come from another country, not know the language, not know the culture, not even wanted here, cross a border illegally, and be able to adapt to this country, who the fuck am I to say that I can't do something in this country? That's wild, dog. It's offensive to them. Redefine what the word hard is. Oh, that's hard. You don't know hard. You know what's hard? Getting bombed in Gaza. You know what's hard? Getting bombed in Ukraine. That's fucking hard. Americans don't, including myself, we don't know what the definition of the word hard is. So I don't take that word lightly and I don't use it often because that's bullshit.
Do you feel some type of way when people do try to come at you with the victim mentality? Hey, my boy, I can't do so and so because of. Do you feel insulted or is it, all right,
I don't
my boy, he just lost? Like, how do you feel about it?
It depends how they're coming at me.
Okay.
So if you tell me, you know what, Ricardo, I've tried X, Y, and Z, right? And I'm like, all right, and it hasn't worked for me. Okay, cool. Well, let's try this way, right? Okay, cool. But if you come at me, oh no, no matter what happens, just because you're brown, oh, it's because a white man. I'm done, dog. That conversation ends for me right there. Because you're not looking for a solution, you're wanting to validate your excuses. And I can't buy into that shit. I'm a high school dropout, dog.
Yeah.
You know, like I got busted when I was 19 years old. And here I am sitting down with senators, governors, sitting down with presidents at the board meetings of multi-million-dollar companies travel the world. Miss me with the bullshit, my boy. I was raised by a single mom. My dad's always been in my life, but my parents got divorced when I was 6 years old. I grew up in the hood. Like, I don't want to hear any of that bullshit nonsense. I didn't have all the right connections or anything like that to make it happen. But when your willpower is stronger than anything else, nobody can stop you. And I truly believe that.
I hear that.
And I don't need the approval of white men. I don't give a fuck that I'm brown. And that's a lot of our community. Oh, it's because you're brown. They'll never accept you. Who the fuck told you I'm looking for acceptance? Who the fuck told you that? Oh, they'll never, I don't give a fuck to be accepted. I'm going to force my way in the building because my work ethic and the value that I bring is going to open that door for me. And they're going to want me part of the table because I bring value. But if I want to act like a little bitch, yeah, I'm always going to stay outside and be in the stadiums watching the real players in the arena. I don't plan on doing that, dog.
Well, that's an angle they definitely try to use against conservatives, right? Like yourself. Well, you're trying to fit in for white people, right?
Right.
When they do say comments like that, how do you take it?
Okay, cool, dog. Then keep being a victim. Then keep being a victim. See how that works out for you.
Yeah.
Dr. Phil asks a question that's very important whenever he's asking his clients about how they're processing things. He asks one simple question. That question is very impactful to me. How's that working out for you? So if you keep saying that, I have one question for you. How's that working out for you? That's simple, dog.
Yeah.
You can't do the same thing twice or 3 times or 4 times and expect a different outcome.
I think that's called insanity, right? Someone quoted that.
It's Albert Einstein.
Right.
The definition of insanity is trying to do the same thing multiple times and think that you're going to have a different outcome. So if you keep saying the white man, the white man, the white man, the system, the system, the system, and you keep saying that, then that's where you're going to die on that fucking hill, dog. I don't plan on dying on that hill. You can die on your own.
Yeah.
I can die with you.
Yeah. No, I like that take.